Hi, welcome to Payne's Crafty Creations. Thanks for taking time out of your day to hang out, chit chat, craft, and create with me. Today I'm coming on with something different. We're going to make a Heishi bracelet together. I'm working on putting together something for a Happy Meal, and I thought it would be fun to do the thing together. So let me shut my little fan off here because it's a little hot here today. So I've got my alpha beads, and I thought it would be cute to do a little boo bracelet together. And let me get some colors here, and I'm trying to make sure all my beads are the same size. And that's a different pink than what I have. And they're not all the same size here, so I may have to go with that other pink I just had. I think it'll be okay. It will be okay. So I've got my little board all set to go, and I have my letters. So we've got boo, and I usually make them about 8 inches. So I'm going to go right on this here, and I'm going to center that boo. So we have B, O, and O. I'm going to put that off color one in the middle. Just like that, centering the boo. Then I'm going to choose my color. So I have some pinks already mixed here, and I think that will work perfectly. So I'm just going to grab some scoops with my hands of that pink. And it takes quite a lot of beads. I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough here, but we're going to see. We don't want that odd one. Do we have odd ones in here? No. So I think it might be enough pink, but we'll see. So I keep my Heishis separated. So I have all my mixed ones here. This is what I have left over from projects, so I just mix them up here, and they work out really well with some of the lettering. And then this one here, I got this case at Michael's, but they also have them at Walmart. They're cheaper at Walmart. They're like 20 bucks at Michael's and $6.97 at Walmart, I think. So I was like, yeah, Walmart's so much cheaper for it, the same case. Let's throw a little bit of that pink in there. I think that would be enough. So I use embroidery floss for my Heishis. I like it. It's strong. So I'm going to go about 10 inches. So let's get that right on that line. So about 10 inches, and then I'm going to fold that over. So actually I think it's more like, yeah, it's like 30 inches. I kind of doubled it over. So the first thing I do is I go around my finger, tuck that in, then tuck it in again, and then pull that tight. That's going to create a loop here for when they put it on. They can go right through that loop, and it's strong enough that it's going to hold that. Then I make sure that my ends are even here. On this here, we're going to make sure those ends are completely even, and then we're going to thread it through our needle. Sometimes I struggle with this part, and I always turn my needle to make sure I've got them both on there. And then the fun part begins. I do like to do like set patterns on these as well. So if I was doing round beads, I would leave it, set it all up on here, and then go from there. So this is an 8-inch bracelet here, and then we have 7.5, 7-inch, and 6-inch. And you can put these here. I just prefer them in a little dish. It's easier to grab them, and I don't have one of those, what do they call it, bead spinners. So I just grab a handful or a fingerful. And then I just start threading them on to my piece here. And it takes a few minutes to get them on here. And before I even start doing that, I make sure the alpha beads that my needle's going to fit backwards. Because if it fits backwards, it's going to work with both of them. I have some alpha beads that they don't work with. and you just gotta hold it, run it through and whatnot. So I just laying that up there, and I want to thread all of these on here, grabbing handfuls at a time or fingerfuls. And I'm not paying attention to the colors on them because it's going to work out fine. It will be fine. And I tried to do a wire, get them all on the wire first, but then going to thread them was a little bit tricky. But I did see on Temu that they had these really nifty little needles that you can put the thread in at the end after you've beaded all of them. Put them on your needle. There's like a little catch at the end of your needle that you can put all of the little pieces on there. And then when you're done, you thread your embroidery floss through it. So I think my next Temu order, I'm gonna pop that on there because it'll be so much nicer to be able to just bead it on there and then pull the thread through, then try and do it this way. I mean, it works this way. I don't have a problem with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue, and I will be right back. Okay, so I've got halfway there, and I wanted to make sure these are lined up on the center of the four. That this middle one is lined up on the center here, on that 4, because my bracelet's going to be 8 inches. So I'm at the 0 mark and making sure that it's at that, so we're lined up perfectly. So I'm going to take my embroidery floss needle. That's what I'm using. I wasn't sure if I said it or not. I'm just going to take that through, and then I'm just going to continue to bead right straight through here. And then every now and then I'm going to put it back on the board, making sure we're lined up here with that 4 and the 0 over here. And I'm going to go directly to that 8 mark over here. So I'll come back when we get there and we can finish that up. Okay, so the bracelet is all beaded. We're at the 8. The O is in the 4 mark. We're going to take it off our needle. And then I'm going to hold it down here, right by that bead section. And we're going to create a knot. So we're going to go right in there. And then what I do differently is I hold my finger here on that knot. And then I pull it. And I keep making sure that I'm on this knot, because you're going to end up like that if you don't. And you don't want that too far away. So bring it around and tuck it in there, just like that, like you would normally do it. And then hold your finger down there. It's a little difficult when you're getting back into it or doing it for the first time, because your knot wants to keep going up. You don't want that. You want it to come down. So bring it right up against that bead. And then tuck it in and hold your fingers down there. And that's going to keep that knot down there. As I say that, I'm struggling with it to keep it down there. It's so hard to do when you're doing it on camera. Okay, holding it down. Holding it down. There we go. So that worked that time. It is a tricky thing to do, to get that knot down there. And then we'll do another knot because we want to have a nice knot down there. See if we can do this one again. Holding that knot down there. There we go. Holding it, and it knotted right in that same spot. This little one is okay because I made it a little bit too long. And we'll just get rid of that one. And there we have a cute little boo bracelet with Heishi beads. And to put it on, they go through this hole here and grab there like that. And then they can tighten it however they like, or they can just knot it with that doing the regular knots right through. And just like that, we have a pretty little Boo bracelet. Thanks for bearing with me on the tying of the knot at the end. I'll bring it up closer so you can see it. It's really cute, right? Boo, boo, boo. And it took about 15 minutes to do. So it's not bad. Thank y'all for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.